What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Wrapped Up Podcast. I'm IcySweiss, hosting with.
Ethan Holesha.
Got some special news and albums and songs to talk about today. So let's just get right into it. Someone we hold near and dear to our heart, and we have talked about him a lot. The Kid Leroy.
The Kid
came out with a song last Friday, Tell Me Why. He's dropped an album later this week. We're very excited for it. We'll let you know what we think about it. It's probably going to be all bangers because this kid just doesn't miss. So what are your initial thoughts on this song?
I think we plan on doing a live reaction to that. Well, not live, but like when it comes out. And that'll be on Eli's other channel, which is IcySweiss. Make sure you guys also subscribe to that channel. Great reactions over there.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it,
YouTube. Man. No problem. So look forward to that reaction. But with this song, to me, it just seems like he's getting better because everything he's put out, I've loved. This might be my favorite song by him. Just his vocal inflections don't. I've heard people compare him to Post Malone. I don't really like. I could see why people think that, but if you listen, like nobody sounds like this kid. The way his voice shakes when he's singing and how it's like a little raspy, and for him to only be 16 years old, this kid's literally. He's on his way to becoming a superstar. Oh, yeah, this song is phenomenal.
Yeah, I loved it. He hasn't released or been a part of any song that I thought was all right. It's just everything he releases is crazy, and like very few people can do that. And like you said, he's only 16, so I'm just excited to see where he is in the next couple of years. Even like, it's crazy.
The music video to go along with it was really dope too, as you pointed out. Just the aesthetic and everything, and I don't know, man. When he hits those high notes, like when he switches it up a little bit, and then you have like the vocal layering where he's singing at the same time.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's just like throwing in something different with every song, and it's just like that little thing. I love stuff like that. Like when he takes it up a notch or something.
Yeah.
I've probably since this song came out, I've listened to it at least 5 times a day. Like at least. It's so good.
Yeah, I find myself doing that with a lot of his songs. Like when Diva came out, I was bumping that, and then Fade Away, and then Go. Like it's just everything he's releasing is just, it's so good. Like it's not even a question of how good it is. And I don't know. We've been talking about him for a while, and I think this album. First off, I think him being on the Juice WRLD album was huge for him.
Massive.
That's crazy. Like I feel like a lot of people don't know who he is still. He's a 16-year-old and he made it on a Juice WRLD album. Like,
I've been watching a lot of these reaction channels, and people are like, "Tell me about this kid. Like, where's he from? Blah blah blah." Like, nobody really knows him. I feel like he's right on the cusp of like everybody knowing him.
Yeah.
Because, like you said, to be on the Juice WRLD album, especially on a song with Polo G, I saw people were like, "Oh, he's got to be from Chicago." It's like, no, this is a 16-year-old kid from Australia that like Lil Bibby found when he was 15 and he signed him. It's like so random, but it's. I mean, they made a great signing with this kid. I mean, he might be in my top 5, like current right now. Just like he hasn't missed, at least for me. Like on Bankroll Hayden, the remix, like Costa Rica, I'm just waiting for his verse to come on. Same with Fade Away. Like I like Lil TJ's part, but Leroy he snaps on everything he's on. It's crazy.
I agree. I think this album is going to be the tipping point for him. He's going to finally get all the recognition if he hasn't already. So
I'd say no doubt top 5 for me. Like when this album comes out, that's what I'm projecting. Maybe like 4th best album of the year or something. Because you got Juice, you got Uzi, you got Polo. Those are probably my top 3 right now. Leroy, I mean, he's right up there with those guys for me right now, damn near. So I'm very excited for this album.
Yeah, for sure. Next we can get into the Pop Smoke album that dropped. Like a week and a half ago, whatever. Shoot for the Stars, Aim for the Moon. I did a reaction on my channel. I liked it a lot. Obviously, if you guys watched our last podcast, you would know we didn't think it was better than his previous album, Meet the Woo 2, but still, I think it's a very good album.
I agree. Yeah.
It was really well done for a posthumous album. A lot of the posthumous albums we get are not very good, and we got blessed with two good ones
I'll,
in a row. Pop Smoke and
I'll never get over how X's label and team just kind of butchered those last couple albums. You know, it
those
was
albums are such a disgrace to him.
pretty sad. I
Yeah.
mean, I have yet to listen to the deluxe of the Pop Smoke album, but the original one's great. The features, there were some big time features on there, and that really surprised me. I mean, Roddy came through with a great feature. He hasn't missed it yet this year. I don't think he's gonna, but um for right now I still like Meet the Woo too. Like that's almost a perfect album to me. But yeah, this album's great, especially for posthumous album. Very good album.
Yeah, I agree. Regarding the deluxe, I'm probably gonna have my video out tomorrow on it. I
Okay.
did it yesterday, so I'm not gonna give away too much. So go check it out if you want.
And I'm
But
sure I'll listen to that at some point today, but I just need to get around to it.
yeah, but yeah, uh, very good album. It will probably end up cracking my top 10 in a couple weeks. Still listening to it, which is a good sign.
Yeah.
I'm not tired of it, and I don't know. I think like it's weird because like a lot of the features did very well. For example, like Quavo's on it 3 times, and
Yeah. I was surprised by that.
Migos and Quavo and all of them, they're kind of falling off. Quavo, in my opinion, had two really good verses, in my opinion, and then one like decent, but
Yeah,
nothing bad.
he didn't miss at all, I don't think completely.
Yeah.
It was kind of a pleasant surprise
Hmm.
because Quavo, I mean, we haven't heard too much from him lately. He used to be like 2017, he was literally the feature king. Like
Yeah.
everybody had Quavo, everybody had the Migos on their songs. Like they'd collab with like Katy Perry,
Mhm. Yeah.
like something crazy. But yeah, I mean, this is a good look for Quavo to be honest. But really good album overall. That's all
Yeah.
I gotta say.
Agreed. Now we can move into the talk of the day.
Talk about
Obviously, Juice WRLD dropped his album, Legends Never Die. Initial thoughts.
um very emotional.
Hmm.
Very emotional album. When I listened to the intro, I started tearing up, and you did too, as you could see on your reaction channel. I genuinely love every single song on this project. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not even just saying that. And it sucks because the lyrics do hit harder because he passed. Wishing Well is my favorite song of the year by far. I know that's kind of like everybody's top song, but like when the album came out, like an hour later, I was texting all my friends. I'm like, dude, Wishing Well, like you got to listen to the lyrics. It's so eerie to hear him talking about like that song is so specific to the way he died. It's like every single time I hear it, I get chills.
Hmm. Yeah. That song's amazing. Yeah, like you said, I like every song. There were some like little like leaks in there, hooks, whatever. I don't care about that.
Yeah, I think there
Um,
were like I want to say there were two or three leaks that I heard. I know like all there were a lot of people saying when it came out, they're like, "Oh, this album's mostly leaks," blah
mhm,
blah blah. And a lot of people, there were some people kind of bashing it, but I'm like, dude, like the songs are out officially now. It's a great album. Don't like
mhm.
I don't know. You can't. I don't know. I like every song because there's some interludes and everything. I love every song.
Yeah, I agree. What did it debut at? Like 497, I believe.
508.
I think okay, because I saw
Yep.
497 yesterday. I don't know what that was
Okay.
from.
Because I saw Rap and then Academics posted that he got over 500. I saw 508,000 for first week, and I just sent let's see. I just saw before he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 songs in the Hot 100 right now
Yeah,
in the top 10.
yeah,
So I'm sure the whole album made the Hot 100, but to
mhm,
have 5 songs in the top 10 at the same time, and it sucks because I know he's getting all these album sales because he passed,
mhm.
but this is a fantastic album.
I think he wouldn't do nearly as well, but I think he still would have one of the biggest sales of the year if he was still alive. Like
You
for the
could
people,
argue like 250K, 300K because like
yeah,
how much Juice WRLD blew up in that past year when he was alive,
mhm,
like it was pretty crazy.
yeah,
But
it was.
they said this was his first number one album. Is that I feel like his last one went number one, but I guess maybe it didn't.
I'm not sure. Goodbye and Good Riddance definitely didn't because he wasn't like fully blown up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure about his second one.
Death Race for Love, yeah.
Yeah, maybe, but who knows? what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something, but yeah. Oh yeah, I was gonna say like so basically, I think if you're ranking the albums, I think this one is still his worst one, even though it's amazing. I would still probably take Goodbye and Good Riddance and Death Race for Love over it. But I
Okay.
mean, that's not like a bad thing. Like this is not like his album he wanted to put out.
Uh,
So
for
like,
me, I'd say right now, Goodbye and Good Riddance, then Legends Never Die, and then Death Race for Love, because there's some songs on Death Race that I don't go back to all the time. Right now, at least, I mean, it's too early to say, but there's only like, I think I Want It is like the song that I listen to the least, but I still love that song.
mhm,
But there's some songs on here that I'm literally playing like 10 times a day almost.
yeah,
It's crazy.
yeah. One of those for me is definitely Hate the Other Side. It's just when you just put two of our favorite artists at the current moment with one of our favorite artists, like, well, I when I saw that track list, I was like blown away. I was like, "There's no way this is happening."
The
And
Marshmallow, you kind of forget he's even on the song because he's just like
yeah,
producing it. But it's still a big deal to have
yeah,
Marshmallow on your track. But Polo G, fellow Chicago artist, and the Kid Leroy, like,
mm,
dude, and Leroy killed it. That was like the
yeah,
highest pitch I ever heard his voice, but
yeah,
so good. Everybody texts me like, "Who's the Kid Leroy?" I'm like, "Oh, you came to the right guy." Let me
yeah,
tell you, like
yeah,
this dude is crazy. First track, Conversations, DJ Scheme produced, great track. The
yeah.
beat is ridiculous. I mean, we could honestly go track for track if you want to.
Okay, let's do it.
Um, Intro, obviously, I teared up a little bit, not gonna lie.
Mhm.
But Conversations, like I said, absolute banger. That is just a banger song.
Conversations is one where when I first listened to it, I was like, "All right, it's a all right song," but like like with all of his music, like the more you listen to it, you're just like, "This is good. This is really
And because like the first time going through, like my mind was like going in a million different places. I'm like, I
good."
don't even know what to expect. Like
Hmm.
this album, I was like almost nervous when it was coming out. I'm like, dude, I
Yeah,
hope this is good. Titanic's more chill, kind of laid back. Love the hook, great song.
yeah.
What do you think about it?
Titanic would be if I were ranking all the songs, it'd probably be towards the bottom tier.
I agree,
But
bottom
like
half.
that's not even saying anything because I love all of these songs. So
Yep. Bad Energy. I really like that song.
yeah,
Again, another chill one. Um, Pretty sure that was a leak, if I'm not mistaken,
I
at
believe
some point.
so.
Um, Another good song. Righteous obviously has been out. Blood on My Jeans. That is a top 3 song for me. I'd put that at number 3 for me right now.
This is one that I don't necessarily I don't listen to it a lot for some reason. I don't know if it's
Really?
just because like when I'm listening, most of my Juice WRLD listens have been in the car when I've been
I'd
out
agree.
and
Yeah,
about,
same here.
and when I'm like when I just go on the album, click shuffle, I don't see it come up for some reason that much. So
Really?
like when I listen back to it, I'm like, oh, this is what it sounds like. This
Gotcha.
is good, but like
Yeah.
in terms of like how much I've listened to it, that's probably near the bottom for me. But I probably just need to listen to it more, to be honest. That's like
Gotcha.
the one that I know for a fact I've listened to the least.
Really?
It's weird, yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple songs that I don't listen to all the time, but Tell Me You Love Me's been out, great song. Trippie Redd's on there. Hate the Other Side. This is probably my second favorite song off the album right now. Um, I don't even know what to say. It's just like perfectly put together with the features and everything. You got Polo G, who's killing it in 2020. Like arguably a top 3 artist this year. Leroy's up there too. He's probably a top 5 artist in 2020. Marshmallow on production. The beat's really good.
Yeah,
And then Juice WRLD just brings it together with a very, very catchy hook.
yeah. I think
Extremely
this is
catchy.
by far my favorite song right now. And I hate to say that because like it has features, and I feel like I shouldn't have my favorite song have a feature. But you know what? I don't care. It's a great song. So
It's not like the features carry either. Like Juice WRLD
yeah.
did his thing on the hook, and
Oh yeah.
just a great song. Get Through It interlude. I'm pretty sure that's the shorter one where he's just saying like
Yeah.
anything you want to do, blah blah. Not blah blah blah, but I mean, it's
Wow.
okay.
Fake fan.
Whatever, whatever. It's just like I don't even want to listen to that because it just makes me think of what happened. You know?
Well, yeah. No matter what happens, I don't add interludes after the first listen.
Same. Yeah.
I don't want it to come up on my playlist in the
I
middle.
added the entire album, besides like the interludes and everything, like the outro,
Mhm.
because I mean, you can't really, if you're driving and that comes on, like you're just like, Life's a Mess came out, I'd say, what, a week before the album? Or was it a couple days?
No, it was a couple days. It came out
Okay.
like the Wednesday or Tuesday, one of those days.
Juice World has the majority of the singing on this track. I really like it. It's
Mhm.
pretty beautiful.
Yeah.
Halsey comes in at the end.
I think Halsey was a little useless. I feel like
I
they could
agree.
have Juice WRLD killed his part. I feel like they could have just had him.
I like when Halsey came in and she was doing the backup vocals. That was good. But then, like, to have her just like close out the track, I'm like,
She
that
didn't
was
do
kind of,
bad in any means. It's just like she didn't add anything great to the song.
yeah. I feel like she could have like, she didn't really contribute a whole lot, you know.
Yeah.
Come and Go. Now, I've heard mixed feelings about this song because of the way they changed it and threw Marshmello on there and kind of made it EDM.
Hmm.
Because the leaked version, the original, was kind of like more chill on the beat. And you know what? This song is really growing on me because I I did hear the original like a while ago, and I'm like, all right, this is really good. But I don't know, man. Like, because I was telling some of my friends, I'm like, at a concert, like this song would be insane, but again, he's no longer living. Like maybe Marshmello would play it or something, or an EDM artist. But this gives me like Lollapalooza vibes, like for sure.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, I've been a big fan of the original for a while. I definitely think it's better, but like whenever this one comes on in the car or something, it's so good. I would prefer to have the original on it, but you know what? If you told me like Juice WRLD was gonna have like an EDM type song, I would be like, what the hell? But it worked out great. I loved it. I still love it. So no complaints there.
Same here. I Want It's the next song. This is probably my least favorite song off the album. It's still a really good song.
Yeah,
I can't
still
even really think of what it goes like right now, to be honest with you.
go, don't run for me, don't run. I want it.
Oh, yep, got it. Yeah, that's a good song. You asked me earlier this week if I had to take one song off the album. It would be that one for me, but it's still a song that I don't like skip if it comes on. You know, I'll listen to this entire album.
I
But
would say that's probably a bottom tier as well for me if I were to rank
yeah,
them.
yep. Fighting Demons,
I
very
love
good
that. I
song.
love this song.
Very underrated song, I'd say.
I know the hook from Elite, which is why I like it so much because that was one of my favorite hooks. I remember
Yep, I
I
remember
was in
too.
college, like when back in like probably October, November. I went through like a Juice World like unreleased spree of like where all I did was just
Sent me
listen to
a
him.
huge playlist.
Yeah, this is like one of my favorite hooks. So I recognized right off the bat, and I love this song. It's probably top five for me.
Yeah, arguably for me too, I'd say. Wishing Well kind of speaks for itself.
Hmm.
Very touchy song, very emotional.
Yeah.
Definitely my favorite song off the album right now. I mean, I'm sure it's got to be up there for you too.
Oh yeah, it's definitely top three probably.
Literally, there's some songs on here like "Hate the Other Side" and "Wishing Well." Every time it comes on, I just instantly get chills.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You
It's
should
crazy.
try, dude. Singing this in the car, all the way turned up by yourself, is so
Oh
like
gosh,
therapeutic. I don't know how to explain it. It's
it's
crazy.
just like it doesn't sound like anything I've ever heard before. And this was this was a leak. It was called Lauryn Hill before it came
Mhm.
out. Like I forgot when it leaked, but just the lyrics, man. It's just he was so self conscious about his issue with drugs. It's
Yeah,
so sad. Like I see all these reaction channels listening to it, and everyone's just like I can't even listen to this right now. It's crazy how like he knew it was bound to happen. You
yeah.
know, the overdosing and just a very. It's crazy. It's just a crazy song.
There's like I don't know. There's like some moments in my life where like I'm just like, wait, he's not really dead, is he?
Yeah,
And then it's just like, holy shit, like he actually is. Like I don't know.
yeah.
Great.
And then this song kind of just brings everything full circle, and it's everybody I see is just posting this song, and it's like it's my favorite song of 2020, I'd say so far. So I mean, I don't know, it's crazy. One of the best songs I've ever heard, I think. Screw Juice, that's another really good song.
Yeah, I
I'd
like
put that
that
in
one.
my top half for sure.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, I mean, just a really good song. Up and Away is kind of slower, kind of light mood, like up and
Yeah,
away.
yeah. It was
Uh,
such a weird beat. It felt like I don't know, like some of those like I
I
don't
like
know.
when the drums kick in though, like it gets
Yeah,
a little harder. Yeah,
yeah.
that's my favorite part. Felt like what? What were you saying though?
Like I don't know, just like a remind me of like that Van Morrison song, Brown Eyed Girl, even though like it's nothing like it, just
Yeah,
like the like Hawaiian vibes. I don't
yeah,
know.
for sure.
So I like that one.
Yeah, it was a good song. I'd put it probably right in the middle of the track list about, I'd say.
Yeah, I would agree.
Um, the man, the myth, the legend. This is just all the rappers talking about the impact that he had. I actually really like this interlude. Just like
Mhm.
listening to them, kind of like you had like Eminem, J. Cole, Wayne, Lil Dicky, G Herbo, like some pretty world-renowned rappers talking just highly of him. Like Eminem's like, this kid's the best freestyle I've ever seen, and that's coming from Eminem, like
Yeah.
the goat of rap. So
Hmm.
it's like, I mean, clearly he was on Eminem's album, so I mean, he had to see something in this kid.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know. It's just it's sad because everybody saw his talent and the impact that he had at such a young age. He was only really popular for less than 2 years, which is crazy to think about. And he
Yeah.
had a huge, huge impact, and he
Yeah.
still is. So,
Crazy.
Stay High. That's
Top. This is top five for
Yep.
me.
I was about to say it's like right around 5-4 for me. This is, oh my gosh, the hook is so catchy, and then the beat hits so hard.
Hmm.
Very underrated song. I haven't heard a lot of people really talking about this one, but
Yeah.
very good song. Can't Die, another great
This
song.
one is top five for me too. This one
Um,
is the one that a lot of people don't talk about, but for me, this might be like the top three.
I
I
feel
love
like,
this song.
yeah, pretty close. I feel like this one was a leak too. I think I heard it was either this one or Fighting Demons, because like the lyrics are kind of both talking about dying. I can't
Yeah.
remember which one
Fighting
I heard.
Demons is for sure. Fighting Demons is for sure from a popular one. I know for a fact. So
Bro, there's that one Juice leak. Keep it together. You know that one? Something. Oh, I always think of that one. I'm like, is that on the album? But then it's not.
hmm,
I forgot what. Something about forever together. Like the end of the first line is together, and then forever is the next one. I saw it on. I hate to say it, but I think I saw it on like a TikTok or something. But I'm like, what is this song, bro? But like I said, or I haven't said this yet, but there might be a deluxe to this album. Ali confirmed that there's multiple albums coming out.
yeah, Bibby said there's a deluxe coming out.
I have hope because I know he has a ton of recorded music already. So it's not like they're just gonna throw a loose verse on a track. Like he has so many. He has like 3 or 4 different versions of every song because he just goes in there and freestyles like his whole verse. That's crazy to me.
Yeah,
Like I saw Lil Yachty talking about it, and he's like, dude just goes in there and records like 3 or 4 verses on a song freestyled in one take, and the song's done in like 20 minutes. Like it,
yeah.
nobody was like him, literally. Man of the year. This one. Okay,
This is
so
a controversial
because they changed it
one.
because this is the version that Juice would want to have out. Is that what they
Hmm.
said?
Yeah,
The only thing I love the new version. I like it more, to be honest with you, but that's just my personal opinion. Cause like I don't know, I like the beat and that middle verse where he's like starts rapping faster. I love that so much.
yeah,
Cause I listened to the old version again yesterday. I'm like, I really like the new version more. I don't know why. I do it like when he says, what do you say? I know my lyrics saved
yeah.
you.
It's like very weird in the new one. It like doesn't
Yeah,
even sound like a word. He's like, I know
I
my
know.
vehicle saved you.
Yeah.
Like,
I noticed that too. I don't that's the only part I don't like, but I think the new version's better. What do you think?
um, I think the old version is a little bit better,
Okay.
but the new version still goes crazy. Um,
Is that our first disagreement ever?
like you
Oh,
said, like that little part, I don't know where the mixing went wrong or what happened. It just sounds super weird. I do like the added new verse a lot, but I just really like the old one because the old one to me was like when he says like let's raise our hands and sing and dance. I feel like that would be like you're hanging out with your friends, like
yeah.
having a party or whatever. And you're just like perfect song for that moment. This one I
For
feel
sure.
like ruined that type of vibe, but it just gave off a different type of vibe.
Completely
That's
different type
fine.
of vibe. This one's arguably maybe like top 6, top 7 for me, right
Yeah,
around
I,
5.
I would still agree. Probably around there.
Yeah, I don't think it changed spots, but like you said, it just switched the vibe of the song, which is like maybe unnecessary, but it's like if this is what Juice wanted, then
Oh
you
yeah,
gotta give him what he wants for sure.
I'm not complaining.
And
Still a
then
really good song. Um,
Juice WRLD Speaks from Heaven. Um, this one wasn't as emotional as the first one because I think I was watching the Instagram live where he said he was from heaven and everything, and I'm like, all
yeah,
right, I've heard this before, but it was still like, man, like when you heard it come on, you're like, this is really the last song on the album.
yeah. Um, Looking at the track list, I think we would agree. I feel like the bottom half of the track list is a lot better than the top half. If you just look at the songs that are there, not saying that any of the songs are bad, but just looking
Yeah.
at the bottom half, like it's weird to me because a lot of people would put like a lot of for albums, a lot of the best songs are near the top.
Well, I
And
think you gotta take into account too that like if you look at the top half, like 4 of these songs have already been out, you know.
yeah,
Um, I'd agree though. You know, I think the second half is much stronger, which is it's very rare to see.
yeah. In terms of like how it stacks up against other albums this year, I already know this is top three, hands down. I'm not sure yet of where it specifically ranks, but I already know it's top three.
I put it at 2 for me because EA was just like blew away my expectations completely. Also, this is still fresh. It's been out
Yeah,
for less than a week and a half.
yeah,
So, and I'm still bumping it every day, feeling different about different songs every day, getting new favorite songs every day. It's like, I don't know. I really haven't heard an album like this before in my life. It's crazy.
yeah. I'm excited for anything else they drop. I wonder if they're gonna do like. So there was a lot of features on this one, to be honest.
Yeah.
I wonder how the deluxe would be. If they're gonna go like,
I wonder. I think I heard Leroy hopped on the track like after, but for the other features, I wonder if they already had those songs. You know,
yeah, I don't
it's hard
know.
to tell.
I feel like I feel like him and Polo did because him and Polo obviously Polo has a song with him on his album. They're such a good combo,
Aren't
man.
there unreleased songs with the two of them too?
Yeah, I wish they could have just made more because those two together are so good.
Man, it's ridiculous.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're two of the most talented rappers today. Probably
yeah,
both my top 5.
kind of crazy to see like the night it dropped. Like I feel like everyone collectively was like listening to it.
As soon as it dropped, you know what's funny is on my Apple Music, like I saw like all it was like see all like that never happens, you know, like literally every like I think everybody I follow on Apple Music has listened to this album, which is crazy. That like never happens.
Yeah, even like this is why I think Juice WRLD got so big. Like he's for some of his stuff, he's like not really a rapper. He's like a singer kind of. So he gets to like he appeals to people who don't like rap. Like I have a couple friends who like literally just don't like rap, but they love Juice WRLD.
Yeah,
So that's
and
why I
then
think
people that
that's
love like rap like we do, and
yeah,
Juice was literally like a top 3 rapper for both of us. You
yeah.
know, it's
So
like he really broke barriers because he'd collab with like actual really good rappers, and then he's collabing with like pop stars, and
yeah,
it's just crazy how many different like styles he has. You know, like a song like Syphilis, you wouldn't think that would even be on a Juice WRLD album. It's
yeah.
crazy.
He has a lot of hard shit that's unreleased too. I don't think they're gonna release that though because it really doesn't fit like the mood of
Yeah,
what they're
for
trying to
sure.
go for. But I wish they did because
I think his real fans would appreciate that if they released that, you know,
hmm
for sure.
yeah. So I'm wondering when this deluxe is gonna come out. Hopefully it's soon.
I say in like maybe a month because we
Yeah, I'm
still have.
fine with waiting like a month. Well, let this album still soak in.
Mhm.
But yeah, I thought it was great. Uh,
I mean, let's see. What do we have to look forward to? We have Gunna's Deluxe coming up, right?
yeah, Leroy's album, Ski Mask, possible album, but probably song.
Possibly Kanye. Kanye,
Yeah,
I don't know what's going on with him right now, dude.
he,
He was like talking smack about Harriet Tubman,
yeah,
saying give $1 million to everybody who has a baby. I don't know what's happening. I'm genuinely concerned for him.
yeah. He deleted the tweet saying he's gonna drop an album, so I don't even know what's going on. I don't care about that. Like, I used to get hyped for Kanye albums, but then like he would just say he's releasing it, and then he just won't, and then he turned into like a priest. So like, whatever.
I
If it
don't. He
drops,
started
it drops.
crying, talking about his mom and dad, like at the rally. I don't know if you saw that video. He was
Yeah.
just like, I don't know what's happening. He's not in a good mental state, clearly.
No.
But we'll see what happens. I mean, I'm just looking forward to this Leroy album for sure.
Yeah, we're probably. I would assume if you're not busy or anything, we would be doing this reaction together on my
For
channel. Link in the description
definitely.
if you want to check out my channel.
Yep, IcySweiss. You guys better subscribe, like those videos, comment. Great reactions from my brother right here.
Let's go, baby. We got the cosign. If you guys are watching to this point, thank you so much. We appreciate you. Let us know what you thought of the Juice album, and have a good day. See
Stay
you.
ice, baby.
Hey.